Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Mazer. We got a hot new video for you. By hot I mean new, by new I mean new for you. So go ahead, subscribe, like if you want to do all that, just do it. Whatever. Today we have a video, very special one, I might add. Today I actually had a quote-unquote fan message me on Discord. By the way, it's in my bio in case you want to fight me in PvP. I will beat you in Legends, promise you, because these videos right now, I have not a single loss with UGB and UG4, because they're the goats. Anyways, this guy decided to message me, and by message me, I mean he quite literally just came to say, he's not like what I made. He kind of just said, I saw 2 seconds of your video, didn't like it. And then I'm like, okay, what's wrong? And then he says, nothing, I didn't know what to do, I was bored. Real. But, more importantly, Baron, you have now entered into my infinite Tsukuyomi. You now have to answer questions. Oh no, indeed. You're gonna be answering some real good questions. But of course, he decides, hey, you should answer some of my questions first. I guess he wants to test how good I am at communicating. And of course, he has a very simple question. He's apparently a Roblox player. Let's not hate in the comments down below on Roblox players because they are people. This guy decided to say, are these guys siblings or dating? I decided not to answer that question. But what I did answer is his second question attached to the same picture. Is it a trap or not? And now, in case you guys are unaware, I am actually quite an experienced knower, a knowledgeable person in the field of traps. And I can tell without a doubt that is a trap. Now you might be asking how I know that, but let's look at the details here. His name is XX Cute Sister. XX. No one puts XX at the front and end of their name unless they're a cringy dude. Dude in particular. Comment down below. Have you seen any girls with that type of username? No. I play a lot of Fortnite, guys, and I can tell you that is only a dude type of username. So that's already a huge red flag. But there's also the issue of cute sister. Now, a girl could theoretically name themselves that, obviously not the XX, but there's the thing that the outfit, I don't know. It's giving me the wrong vibes. I definitely think it's a trap. And of course, I am 100% right, as Baron does end up sharing that they are very confused, but like I say to him, that's not always a bad thing. He's either cooking or cooked. But now it's time for me to ask him questions. My first question for him is, who is better, Gogeta or Vegito? Oh no! Oh yes! This is very difficult. No it ain't. No it ain't. And we're gonna give him some time, and of course he does answer correctly by saying Gogeta, the goat of all fusions, the guy who actually can win fights, the guy who's been important to the plot, the guy who's been actually the center of the plot, I might add, the guy who has not been useless, the guy who has not had nearly zero impact on the story, the guy that is not mid, like Vegito and Z, like Vegito and Super, both very mid. Anyways, he answers correctly. Now, he's a little stressed out, because he did only technically get it right. He thought it was difficult, very interesting. So, on to the second question. The second question is going to be a little bit more tough for him. I asked Baron, rank the 3 characters on who is the best father. Vegeta, Goku, Gohan. Now, he does only explain his point to why Goku is supposedly the worst father, and he essentially says that he was not there for most of Gohan's life and for Goten's, and he just says that the ranking is Goku at the worst, Vegeta middle, and then Gohan at the best. And I'd have to say I completely disagree. Now, it's very simple to me why that's wrong, but I'm going to explain it to you guys, because I love spreading knowledge. Now, Goku has a lot of justification for essentially every time he's not there for his kids, because essentially, he was either dead because he saved his kid, as in when he saved Gohan from Raditz, when he saved Gohan and the Z Fighters from Cell. Those were times he sacrificed himself quite literally for his family and especially Gohan. So, I'm definitely going to give that to him for being a great father. And let's not forget, he did technically train Goten and Trunks to be essentially his successor, as well as Gohan, which is a lot more than you can say for Gohan himself as a father, because he hasn't had that chance yet. But I'll get onto that later. Vegeta, also has shown he's at least a trying father. He tries his best to be a good father. Now, obviously, his sane instincts and his culture gets in the way of a lot of his teachings, but we do see he does try to spend time with Trunks. He says, hey, if you can beat me up, if you can touch me, I'll bring you to the park, which is what Trunks wanted to do with Vegeta. Of course, Trunks does get that, showing that Vegeta is willing to spend time with his son. He also decides to stay on Earth for Bulma's birth of Bra. Now that's some really father-like material. But on to Gohan. Now, a lot of what I'm going to talk about for Gohan is from Super Hero, the most recent version of Gohan. So, I'm just going to say this. This guy, from what we see in the movie, first of all has stopped training, so he can't protect Earth, aka he can't protect his family. He also spends most of his time at home working on his laptop with an asynchronous job, but at the same time, in the mornings, he sends off Pan to go train with Piccolo, and then, once Piccolo does return with Pan, does ask him to then put Pan to school. Which means that Gohan isn't spending time with his own daughter, which is weird because he has quite literally, at least he used to have some very fast travel times and could possibly get her to school in like, what, 2 seconds? But apparently he can't do that anymore. He doesn't want to spend that time with his own daughter. And we do see that he spends a lot of time on that computer working. He has very dark eyelids. Like he's been working. He's overworking himself. But why is that? Why is that, Gohan? You literally are like working at supersonic speeds. There's no way you're behind deadlines. Why do you overwork yourself when you should be working with your family? Through that, I can definitely say Gohan is the worst father. I think the real correct list is Goku at best, Vegeta middle, Gohan at worst. Now, on to the last question. Now, this one is not really much of a question. It's an opinion question. It's not that serious, but it's an important one to ask nonetheless. Now, Baron, I can applaud you. That was a great joke. Swallowing, gulp, very, very animatic of you. And speaking of swallowing, the third question, final question for the video is actually, do you think Goku and Vegeta are secretly lovers and are hiding away from their wives? Now, of course, his immediate response is, no, that can't be true. I don't think they're hiding away from their wives to be secret lovers. That makes no sense. But of course, I think you're wrong here. I think they are. And my reasons being, Vegeta and Goku both are away from their families in Super for the entire time. They choose to train in Beerus' planet with Whis. And of course, Beerus is asleep a long time. Whis is possibly tending to Beerus, and a lot of their training is them fighting together. So a lot of the time they are by themselves, which is the perfect time for some romance, for some rom-com action. That is your anime, folks. And of course, there's even more evidence for this, or I should say there's more theoretical evidence for it. Goku does put a lot of pressure onto Trunks and Goten and Gohan to both surpass him, or at least be strong enough to protect Earth. And in fact, in the manga, without any spoilers, I will say Goku does say that Gohan is a worthy protector of Earth. Now, why is that so important to him? Obviously, you could say it's because of his legacy, but another key component could be that he secretly wants time away from his family and responsibilities of saving Earth to be with his secret lover, Vegeta. I think I'm cooking, I think Baron thinks I'm not cooking, and that I'm a fanfic artist. And I can't disagree, I think I'm kind of cooked here. But that's just a theory. There's food theory, I guess he eats food. Whatever, that's a theory. Yeah, so anyways, that is actually the last question I have for Baron. And that's going to be the end of the video, actually. That was all I had. If you guys want to actually see more of me interacting with my own community, you could go into my bio. I might actually link it in the description. My Discord. You can join. You can ask to fight me in Legends. I promise you, I will box any of you with my 10-star Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. And we can have even better content for you guys tomorrow and the day after that. So, that'll be the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you think, and see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana for you guys who are Spanish speakers.